Alrighty, what's going on, guys? So we finally made it to 200. I'm super excited about that. So I messaged, or I commented on Chasing the Classics to get the wheel that he uses for his giveaways. It's called Wheel Decide. So I'm going to go ahead and download that tonight. This is kind of a giveaway reminder, one final reminder. If you don't enter at this point, sorry, you're not getting in. Now, there is one stipulation to the giveaway. You need to live in the 48 continental of the United States, because I'm shipping you a fairly pricey thing for free. So I'm sorry for my international viewers. If I think I have one or two, and then also I highly doubt anybody in Alaska or Hawaii watches me. I don't know, but it's not going to be expensive to ship. But it's just I'm gonna put tracking on that just because that's sort of a pricier item. I didn't do it with the last one that I did. So I have a lot of interest in this. It is a Platinum Wavebird, so I'm sure a lot of people are kind of interested in potentially getting this sweet wireless controller. And for any of my subscribers that don't know, the GameCube is my favorite system. I'm sure most of you probably would be like, what? You never talk about it. I already have pretty much everything for the GameCube I want. All one-owner original copies, because I had GameCube when I was 11 to like now. I still only have my one same unit. Got the Indigo one. Just got the GBA player a little while back. I guess that was maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months. I don't know. It was within the new year. But so I mean, there's only really about maybe 10 games that I'd like to own. However, initially my first like collecting goal was to get the full GameCube set, and that's a nice intro into something I wanted to bring up. I just hit 200. My buddy Nintendo 13 over on his channel is insanely close. I think he's at 195 or 196, somewhere in that ballpark. If you're not subscribed to him, he's an awesome channel. He mainly does Nintendo collecting, but GameCube's also his favorite system. That's what he primarily collects for. I think he's got 200 to 300 for the GameCube, so he's roughly about halfway there, because I think there's about 586 GameCube games. But he's really close to it. I'm sure he would probably love to breach 200, because it's just like a nice milestone to get past. Not that I'm past it yet, I'm at 200, but he has no idea that I'm doing this. It's not even that big of a deal, but he has a super awesome channel. I'm not saying that certain people don't, but like the way he portrays himself when he talks about the games, I can tell that he's genuinely a gamer. He loves it when he finds certain games, and like he gets excited about it, and you can see the hype in the way he talks about, and the enthusiasm when he talks about certain games that he picks up. He does a little bit of PlayStation collecting. I think he mainly just flips that stuff, I'm not sure. But super awesome channel, really nice guy, always very supportive. Don't have anything bad to say about the guy. So go show him some love if you're not subscribed to him. I'm going to leave a link underneath, and then also at the end of the channel I'll just have the clickable thing to his channel. But with that being said, GameCube's my favorite system. I'm giving this away. I actually got this out of a sweet lot for 10 bucks. I think I talked about it in the actual giveaway video. To enter to get this, you need to go back to the original video with my face kind of like this, and I'm holding up the thing like this. You need to go to that video and leave a comment, because I'm not going to try to get comments from both videos. It's just going to be too much work. So yeah, 48 continental of the United States, and I'm going to ship it with tracking for you for free. And I'm super excited that I finally breached 200. There was a point in time where I was at like 50, and I was like, oh dude, I should just give up. And then 100, and I was like, oh, I should give up. And then 150, 170, 190, now we're at 200. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. And like, I'm sorry if you are an international subscriber and you want this. At some point, I will probably do one where it's just free to everybody. If it's something small and cheap, this should fit into a bubble mailer. I mean, I flip stuff kind of intermittently, like every once in a while I'll just go on like a binge and just get rid of stuff. So I have like a ton of bubble mailers under my desk, all different sizes. And then yeah, so that Nintendo 13 giveaway, and then also I wanted to kind of like say that, so from now on, I've always wondered like what certain YouTubers are currently playing. So I found these statues in my room. I forgot I had them, and they're like bookends or whatever. but I wanted to use them for my games. So like if you ever see me like rotating these games out, these are the things that I'm like currently playing, like actively trying to beat. So we got, basically I got all this stuff for Christmas: Mafia 3, Last Guardian, Final Fantasy 15, and Dragon Quest Builders. I bought Final Fantasy 15, but the other 3 were presents. And then I got some amiibos here. Got the Fire Emblem set. There's 2 more coming out. I just pre-ordered those. Yeah, so I've always wanted to have a use for this Mortal Kombat thing, and now I finally do. Because I've always wondered like what certain YouTubers are playing, and like, I don't know, maybe I'm a weirdo and the only one who wonders that kind of stuff. I have no idea. But now you don't have to wonder what I'm currently playing. So I think I'm about halfway through Mafia. I'm probably like a third of the way through Last Guardian. Still stuck on Deadeye on Final Fantasy 15. And Dragon Quest Builders, I'm in the second act. I think there's 4 or 5, maybe 6 acts. And each act takes about 10 to 15 hours maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's the weird thing with me. When I get stuck in a game, I just put it down for like months at a time. And then, have any of you ever had the problem where you put down a game and you like forget the controls, but you've already skipped the tutorial, so like you don't remember the controls and you can't like get back into the game, so then you pretty much have to restart the game? That happens to me every once in a while. Like Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered for the PS4, I got probably about a third of the way through the game, and then something big came out, and I was like, I'll play this again later. And it's a super awesome game and super cheap, and it has a really sweet steelbook. I don't really care about steelbooks, but that one is badass. But yeah, so sometimes I'll just put a game down and then I'll never pick it up for like months and years, and then that's how backlog happens for me, at least. I don't know how it happens for other people, but like something bigger will come out and then I'm just like, oh, fuck it. Like, I'll be honest with you, today's the 15th. That gives us 20-ish days until Switch. So I got Bomberman, Zelda, Binding of Isaac got delayed till the 17th of March. I think Disgaea 5 sometime in March. I don't know. I don't really want 1-2 Switch. I mean, I kind of do, but not for $50. If it was like a $20 game, yeah, sure. I might get No More Heroes, I think it's called. That's a GameStop exclusive. It's not only on the Switch. It's on PS4, Switch, PC, Xbox One, all that good jazz. But yeah, so I don't know. That's just kind of something I thought up. It could be lame. I have no idea. But yeah, so giveaway. Finally breached 200. If you're a new subscriber, go back to that video. I think it's 2 videos back about the giveaway. You'll find it, or I'll link it, or I'll probably just put like a picture here. I don't know. But yeah, go ahead and go find that. And then I think... Oh, one last thing I wanted to talk about on this video. So over the weekend, one of my subscribers, his name's Morpheus X or something like that, along those lines. Really cool guy. He introduced me to this thing called Discord, I think it's called. Something like that. Some kind of website. It's basically Skype and TeamSpeak like mixed into one. So it's really cool. And I actually hung out with him, talked with him probably a good 2 hours. We talked about games. He's a serious gamer. The funny thing is, though, he doesn't have a channel or anything by any means, but he's pretty active in the comment sections. Really cool guy. He basically just pirates most of his games. I mean, I know he has some physical games we talked about, but he mainly just pirates his games. So over the process of the weekend, I was sitting there trying, I was on the headset talking to him, and we're sitting there trying to hack my Sega Saturn with the action replay to put, it's called Pseudo or something like that for the Saturn. It basically flashes the ROM on the action replay to let it read burned discs. So, because collecting for the Saturn is impossible. Don't drop them. So the current lineup of Saturn games that I actually have are Panzer Dragoon 1, The Horde, MechWarrior 2, Rayman, Clockwork Knight 1, Sonic 3D Blast. All these are CIB. All the cases are mint. I don't buy them if they're cracked. I just can't do it. Now, with that being said, he was trying to help me out with that. I couldn't figure it out, but I did find a cool cart on the internet that allows you, it's basically just a flash cart already, and then you buy it. So I think I'm going to go on that route, and then I can just burn games. Yeah, I know. But collecting for the Saturn's kind of impossible. Not impossible, but you got to have some deep pockets to collect for the Saturn. Dreamcast is starting to head that way too. Like, I looked at Cannon Spike and Giga Wing. Those are really awesome games, but they're like $200 a pop, which is doable, but it's just like, with my budget, that would be like the only game I'd get that month. pretty much. And so yeah, I'm gonna get that backup thing. So basically, it's like a flash thing, and it lets you read the Saturn, any kind of discs, really, basically. And then with that also being said, I found a new hookup who basically has any game that I want on any system. So I'm pretty excited about that. Stay tuned for some good GameCube stuff, some good rare Xbox stuff, some good rare Saturn stuff, and some good rare Dreamcast stuff that I'm going to be getting at an excellent price. I can't believe I actually made this happen, but I'm pretty excited for that. Not only will I be able to get some good rare games and play them, I'll be able to potentially do reviews and, you know, first impressions and all that kind of stuff. I know I said I was going to do the review for a game for the Xbox. Now, I wasn't lying. I probably recorded a good 4 hours worth of footage. Obviously, I wasn't going to put all that in there. I was going to chop it up and pick different parts for it. I still want to do it. Now, don't think so I went ahead and started editing it. I use Sony Vegas Pro 14, by the way, for any of those that are curious. So that's what I use, and I started adding in the footage of boss fights and just strolling around and doing the controls and the music and this and that and all the things that I wanted to include in the review. And then for some reason on Sony Vegas, if you've ever used that, the preview window disappeared, so there's no way I could have seen what I was actually editing together while, you know, watch it while you're, you know, if it makes sense or whatever. So that disappeared, and then I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and then in the process I ended up accidentally deleting all the footage, and just so basically I have to start from scratch. Lo and behold, I did find out that on at least Windows 10, if you hold down Shift and Control at the same time and you right-click programs, it'll reset everything to default on any program in Windows 10. So that's pretty badass that does that. Oh, got a little murmur there. But yeah, so that's pretty sweet. So that's all set, and then I had to go back into my settings to render videos out at 1080p 60 and gamma and best quality and all that bullshit. So that, and I finally figured out how to make thumbnails, yada yada yada. Super ramble like always. But yeah, giveaway, Super Ramble, Nintendo 13, and link in the description for his channel. Show him some love, and collection video will probably be out probably this Sunday. I don't think I'm going to be going hunting this weekend, period. I need to do taxes and just need to do like a lot of adult stuff, but I think I can squeeze in some time to do my thinking 360 collection. I'm thinking you guys might see some cool stuff in there, and I can give recommendations and opinions on that, as I've had a 360 since a month after it launched, so 11 or 12 years at this point. I was pretty big into the 360 for basically till probably 2010, and then I got a PS3, and then after that it just exploded. Now I have a 300-ish games, well, 200 to 300-ish games for the PS3. That's my primary 7th gen console. I just prefer it more. 360 has a better controller, kinda, but I also like the PlayStation controller too. I don't know. I just prefer the PlayStation for some reason. As my like secondary. So Nintendo's always my primary system. PlayStation and Xbox, those are secondary and third. Nintendo, like, that's just my love for games, rather. But yeah, peace out for now, guys. Super long video as always, but hope you enjoyed it, and hope whoever wins this enjoys it and doesn't just flip it. So, see you next time.
Come here, you mother...